breaking the bead on the tire from our Dodge Caravan. Dodge Grand Caravan. Okay. Get soapy water here. Get it down in the bead. Loosen everything up. Oh, I forgot my gloves. I don't like manhandling the tires with the gloves on. Just a comfort thing. Especially when they're filthy and cold. Not too far, just a little bit. You don't need a half wheel rotation on that. You just need a little bit. Loosen things up. A little bit more. And it'll break. That's pretty much it. The other side. A little magnet on there helps that stay up out of the way for the times when you don't want it down. Like right now. Roll it down. Take this. Stick it on there. Now, I drilled a couple of holes in this to match my bolt pattern. And it helps keep the tire on and stable. Because my particular tire tool has a really gimmicky post in the middle. I'll show you how it works. On paper, it looks like a good idea, but when you actually get right down to it, this post gimmick is not worth the time it's supposed to save. You need solid. And this ain't solid, even though it's built a really good thick steel. I can't complain about the quality of the material they chose, but you see this has a split nut. You probably can't tell in there, but the split nut is, let's just say it's odd. You get this slot here and you put it on this screw like that, flip it up, the teeth engage, and then you can tighten it up by hand. See? There you go. And now you just rotate it up till it's vertical. And what I do to make sure the teeth don't slip out is I take a good bar like this, slam it through, and as I walk around, basically I tighten it by keeping the pressure, keeping the force on in the direction where the split nut wants to grab. Okay, so that's up and good. What I do now is I need to take this tire off. So on one side, you want to grab a little piece of that bead over there. This side, you want it to be in the valley. There's like a dip in the wheel itself. So you want that in the valve. You want that right up and over like this. Make sure it's in there. Now, usually, oh, this is gonna work. Okay, it's good. It's a bit wet. It's nice, and this is a garbage tire. It's going in the garbage anyway. So I forced this around. Now, you'd think you would apply your force tangentially to the circle, but you don't, because that thing will come flying out. What you have to do is you have to apply the force kind of ahead, close to the center post in a way, so that the nose stays one side out. Get that second side out in a minute. So take that second side and grab a little bit. But I like the gloves. That's filthy. A little bit of that. And this one's. The old tire comes. Goodbye, old tire. 2012. The rubber compound on that thing is old. Alright. Now, at this point, got a couple of things to do. Got to clean the rim and get the dirt off it. Make sure there's no rust. So it'll cause a leak along the bead. Got to recondition this valve. The valve right here is one of those tire machine ones, and you can't get the stem out, and the battery's been flat about 5 years. So I'm going to replace that. And let's see, getting that out probably about a 1/2 inch. Yeah, 3/8 inch drive, 1/2 inch deep. And whoops, your uncle. Good. Okay. So, so that's one of those rated 433 megahertz Chrysler original. Thing flat as a pancake. You can't replace the batteries; they're done. You have to get them replaced. And frankly, I don't care. I'm just going to go for a straight valve stem. This here is a straight valve stem. Okay. It's a short and a narrow. At the store, there seems to be two dimensions. There's a length of the valve, and there's a width of the valve body, and so that means there's 4. So I've got shorts in the skinny, and I've got some shorts in the fat. I didn't go for long. Probably. So I'm gonna clean this up. And I'm going to goop it up. First thing I'm going to take out I'm going to take this valve out. It's pretty easy. These little tools are meant to take these out. And I would use my fancy little screwdriver you want. But I think I broke it. No, still got some grip. Out you come. So, 5 or 6 turns and out it is. Put this aside. Don't get it dirty. And after you've cleaned the hole, goop this up. Got some of that slime here. A bit of slime on there. Oh, jeez, that mirror make it slippery. It's like KY jelly for tires. Don't put away your valve tool yet. You're gonna need it because it also acts as a pulling system on the other side. So you get it most of the way in. Got the boot sliding all over the place, and that's okay. And then pull it the rest of the way. There you go. You know what's in. You can feel it go in. And I can just back this on. Oh, that's too warm in here. Whew. Okay, useful. We'll be using a bit more too. So I'm going to get most of the water off. Oh, this one's not very rusty. That's great. Not very rusty at all. Give this a decent clean. Filthy. Holy. When I'm doing these, I generally take off the balancing weights. Pretty easy. Nope. Lead weights. I'll rebalance all this later on. I do save these because they can go back on actually. Apparently you can't get the old lead weights anymore. They're environmentally unsound or some such thing. I've got some steel stick-ons, but I keep the lead weights. Got a little yogurt container full of them over here. Okay, keep that a wipe underneath those things. Actually, that's not bad. It's really clean already. The last one I have to do was rusty like you wouldn't believe. I'm just gonna do this one. So I start to. If I take the drill to that surface, I'm probably gonna make it more holy. I got one of these really rough, abrasive discs. I'll go around that thing and I'll clean the rust off. You know, just work it around and clean all that rust in the groove so that the bead seals up nicely. This one's as smooth as silk, so I'm gonna leave it. All right, what I like to do is goop things up. Throw some slime. Tire slick. This is tire slick stuff from Canada's equivalent to Harbor Freight. We call it Princess Auto. It works like crazy. I think I can water it down. It's about 22 bucks Canadian, so it's about 17, 18 bucks American for one of those bottles. And I should really probably try and water it down, make it last more, but it's working nicely. So I don't just paint the bead. I also slime the inside of the rim. Right along here, you'll see this ridge. The reason is, I found that the tires tend to complain when you want them to inflate and when you want to seat the bead. You want no friction holding the tire back from sliding down and catching, getting over top of that ridge and into the bead. So I like to slime the inside of the hub as well with a wheel. That works. Do the underside here. There you go. Slang that one too. And once I got around there, I'll go around the top rim as well, because the top rim is the tough part where the rubber catches. I want it to really get over that top well. I don't want it to catch and gall the rubber bead or anything like that. I mean, it won't do any harm, really, because the rubber is so strong. But hey, it doesn't hurt to keep things clean and serviceable. So put some extra goop on the top edge. Just dab it around like this one. This would be okay, that's the rim gooped. Now I'll goop the inside of the tire. Yeah, I know I'm putting it right on the bead. Oh well. I'm gonna make sure I don't accidentally get myself two lefts or two rights of this kind, so I have to make sure that this one goes on in exactly the proper rotation. I've already got one here that is oriented counterclockwise, so I need to make sure I remember to orient this one clockwise. That one's counterclockwise, this one has to be the opposite. Okay. This is the last of the food I'm doing today. A little late in the season too. I should have gone on this earlier, but it was hard to find time to get to the wrecker and pull the right kind of tires and rims. We switched up from 14-inch rims on the small cars to 15-inch rims, and I had to re-rim everything. Get 15-inch wheel or tires, get 15-inch rims, and that's okay. The other ones were shot. All the tires, rubber, needed to be replaced due to their age. And see, I'll scoop it up here. Yeah, the age of the rubber is important for winter tires especially. You can tell what the age is by finding the DOT. Right here it says DOT, bunch of letters and numbers, mostly letters actually. And then there's actually in this little circle right at the end, oval I should say, there's 2121. That means it was made in the 21st week of the year ending in 21. This one's about 5 years, 4 years old. In my estimation, your rubber's still okay. 4 years in, but 6, 7 years you're starting to push it. So I'll get a couple of years out of these, and then get them treated up to something better. The best time to buy winter tires that have good dates on them is right after winter. A lot of people, they sell their car and they have wheels, extra winter wheels that were brand new, and they don't fit the new car that they bought, but they still have these things kicking around. Some folks just let those go for a song. So you keep your eyes open on the second hand, Craigslist, Kijiji kind of Facebook marketplace operations. Okay, this one needs to be, let me remind myself again, clockwise. Yeah, this one's counterclockwise. So I need this to be clockwise. Like this. Double check. Rotation that way, clockwise. Thumbs up. Gloves on. Alright. Gloves on. Get it on as far as it can go. Never goes on all the way for me, especially with big tires. See guys on YouTube do this. You just jump on it. Could just be the truck tires, or they've got techniques that I don't know about. But there you go. So put a little slime on this, make sure it goes around nicely. This is not really getting the bottom of it on. It's more of a, oh sorry, it's more of a pull it on kind of operation. Then the next one. The next one's not a flip it on operation. No. Got this fancy thing here. I saw this on YouTube. Looks good, and actually it's turning out okay. What it is a plastic bracket. It's only about 10 bucks. It's a plastic bracket. It's got a nub with a spring. And you just do this. And that little lip there, and this, keeps it in the rim. Like this. So, put it in, lift it up, go down, and now it'll stay there. And it'll let me bring that tire around. So get it started, and yeah, that was it. Great. This is the side that doesn't want to. Oops. This is the side that doesn't want to go in. So on this one, I haven't found any instructions, but I find this end, this weird duck end, works quite well. I'm making a fancy jig that folks use with a big plastic duck head fitting, but I haven't done that yet. Mostly on account of this thing. It being a bend over and come loose kind of contraption. It's not exactly the right thing. So I'll stick this in, and this will work. So now as I'm going around, I'm twisting this bar forward because it wants to twist back like that. So I'm going to count. Yeah, see this piece of shit? It's on. That's why I have to put the 2 bolts in. If that did, and it has done, if that did that without those 2 bolts in there, 1 bolt in there, the tire starts going all over the place. It's a piece of junk. I might actually take a nice thick stout piece of pipe and weld it right in the middle, just so it's permanent. I'll have to figure out some way to grab the hub down there. But for the moment, get this done. So I don't actually need this anymore. I can get that out of the way. Now this is my favorite part. I'm going to check this is still filming because I like this bit. It's fun. Oh yeah, it is still filming. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to. Good. I'm going to seat the beads. What that means is I'm going to shoot a bunch of air into this thing, and so these beads here you can see are not they're not sitting up against the edges how you want them to. I'll shoot some air into this with a reasonable amount of force, and with some luck and a lot of lube, very low pressure, 5, 10, 15 pounds per square inch in there, way less than you normally run your tires with. It violently seats the beads by expansion. Oh, there you go. I forgot to turn the pressure off. That's okay. Now, what I do now is put the valve back in. Here. Stick the valve back in, then pressure it to the proper running level. I think it's like 33 pounds per square inch. 33 psi. There you go. Don't over tighten them. Bob's your uncle. Find your cap. Oh, correction. I should buy myself some better tools here for inflating these things. I have to stop and switch. 10 pounds, not much. And I like those dials where you just push, you stick it on, clamp it on, stand back, push the button, release it, it shows you pressure, push some more, release it, it shows you pressure. When you're done, you just take it off. Those are nice. Oh, we're getting there. 25. This will all probably get cut out of whatever ends up on YouTube. Just a little bit more. So 35 is good enough because it's warm in here. When we go outside, the pressure will drop like crazy because it's about -10 out there. And at -10, PV equals nRT. So we'll end up with the pressure inside the tire dropping when it's outside. Take this up. You know, it's very quiet in the garage, but when I'm working on these cars, it's not really that quiet because I usually have a podcast going in my earphones. And I've got a few podcasts on the go. The rest is history. I like that one. It's a good one. A couple of smarmy British guys who are just really funny. And they go through history at a level of detail that I like. It's not too much, not too little. It's lighthearted and not overly serious, except when it has to be. that the rest is classified. It's just a bit of fun about Snowden and stuff. All right, good. So Bob is my uncle. I got 4 tires, actually 4 wheels. I can get the boys, my sons, to mount onto the van tomorrow. And with that, we'll draw this to a close. Oh, just before I do that, all through this video, the camera has been sitting in this thing. Now, you'll probably see this on YouTube. It is a duck bill, or well, I can't remember what they call it, duck head contraption. And it is a gizmo that'll go around and more smoothly, less damagingly to the aluminum rims, will do the take the tire off, pull the tire, take it off and put it on routines. And because this is such a weird contraption, I'm going to, I'm using a piece of brake pad there, and I used a couple of those carriage bolts, melted them in there by heating the carriage bolts up slightly and just, you know, tightening the carriage bolts in. The holes were round, but heat these just a little and tighten them up with a nut on the other end, and they draw themselves in and fasten themselves really well. So they sit flush, give you lots of room in there, don't take up too much room, and I think they'll be pretty strong. The the brake pad, I recovered that brake pad because it's a good solid chunk of steel, and it was just going to go into the garbage anyway. So I drilled a couple of holes in there, and I will weld a large steel bar. I'm thinking of sacrificing this nice one here. That's probably about 3/16 inch, maybe 1/4 inch steel bar, and it served me well as a force multiplier for when bolts are too big or too rusty to get off. All right, that's it. Over half an hour. I'll have to edit this down and post it.